Hello, 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 good people. Welcome to the show. I am your host. I am your business strategist. I am Karena Calhoun. Listen, I am the introverted ambition bully. Super excited to be here with you all today. I've got an amazing guest on the show. You all know I love all of my guests. I have an absolutely good time with the folks that I chatted up with here on Go Be Great with Coach Karena. So, today, I have with me in the studio LaShonda McCrary, and I'm super excited to be chatting with her. I can just feel it. Y'all know I say this all the time. That's because we have some amazing folks on the show, but I can feel it. I know this is going to be good. LaShonda, how are you doing today?
I am great. It is a beautiful day here, so having a great morning.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So tell us, where in the world are you?
Yeah, so I am in Dalton, Illinois, which is right outside of Chicago. So we're probably like 5 minutes away from the city, but it's a suburb. Moved here just so my kids, can have a backyard and be able to play outside and do all the things that kids love.
The important things, right? I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So are you from Chicago, from that, or from Illinois, from that area?
Yes, born and raised in Chicago.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. What is your favorite thing about Chicago?
So it's changed a little bit over the years, but I used to love like summertime Chicago where you can go to the lakefront and visit Navy Pier. We used to have the Taste of Chicago over the summer and fireworks. It's always just a fun time where you can just kind of explore the city and see everything.
I love that. I have never been to Chicago. It is on my list to go. I talk to so many people all over the world. And so I've got this long list of places that I absolutely want to go. Tell me about the pizza. That's what it's known for, right? The pizza?
Yeah, so deep dish pizza is what we're known for. You have to go to the right places to get it. Every deep dish is not the same, but I always recommend trying it when you get here. But aside from deep dish, we have other great foods. Like you have to go get like an Italian beef and you got to go to Harold's and get some chicken. It's a bunch of staples that you have to hit up when you visit Chicago.
Now, I have heard about the chicken and Harold's from Keith Lee, the food critic.
Yeah.
So I've heard about that. So, listen, I love to eat. I'm not even gonna lie. Your girl loves to eat. I love food. I love all types of food. I am not, disrespectful when it comes to the food. I pretty much eat it all.
Well, you would love it here for sure.
I love that. I love that. So, LaShonda, tell us, please, ma'am, how are you loving on the world around you these days?
I've just been, just kind of learning myself and learning what makes me great so that the other people around me can be great. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Like I've started with self-care and making sure that I'm taking care of myself, and that's kind of flourishing over into my kids, making sure that they're good, making sure my husband's good. And then that's also flowing into my business because, a happy business owner is going to give happy clients.
Let me just go ahead and say this. Let me just go ahead and say this right now. I absolutely love the fact that you said you're starting with you first. See, that's the game changer right there.
Yes.
When we can start with ourselves first and understand the different nuances, the things that, may not necessarily be bad, but maybe they're stalling us out from showing up great in our business. I absolutely love that. So tell us a little bit about your business. I'm at this point, I'm just like curious. I want to know.
Yes, so I am the owner of Bookcity LLC. We're a virtual bookkeeping business. So we help you get tax ready. We're working in your books. We're categorizing your income and expenses, creating financial reports for you, just getting you ready. So as we know, tax season is approaching and it's a stressful time for business owners because you don't want to end up with a big tax bill. So we're helping you get all of that organized so that you can hand it over to your preparer or your CPA and they can just plug those numbers in and get you going.
So listen, for those that are listening to the show, this is good. This is good because you have someone that is sitting before you that said, I'm working on me first, but the services that I provide is bookkeeping. So you wouldn't put those two together typically. So I just want to applaud you for that because, I was speaking with another business strategist recently, and we were talking about how a lot of times, especially us women, we don't realize the different things that occur in our lives, the different things about us that can stall us out from showing up really, really great in our business. And so, just the fact, LaShonda, that you have and still are taking time, because let's be honest, for all of us, for each and every single person on this earth, the self-care journey, the self-development journey, the self-growth journey never stops. It is always going. And so just the fact that you're dialing into that and really showing up better, because I've talked to some folks that I'm like, I can kind of sense some things going on, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be referring anyone to you because I can kind of see how you're not showing up.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love that. So talk to us about how you're showing up in your business for your clients in greatness, because I sense that that's really what's happening here.
Yeah, so I want to, when it comes to business financials, it's an important part of business. What I find is a lot of, especially new business owners, they're in the mindset of I have to grow my business, I have to get clients, I have to do this. So they tend to forget about the bookkeeping aspect of it. Like they're not tracking what they're spending, they're not tracking where their money is coming from, or even how much money they're making while they're in this growth phase. So that's where we come in. Like we want to be able to say, okay, take a break, just like kind of how I do with my self-care. Like take a break, look at everything around you, see what's going on. And that's kind of what bookkeeping provides. Like it gives you this little snapshot of your business where you can start making decisions and grow and do whatever you need to do to make your business great.
I love that because I know, just kind of putting it out there, my daughter, she's young. She'll be 26 couple of weeks, and she is a new entrepreneur, and I set her up with a bookkeeper. And even though it can be grueling, okay, to have to, you know, really pull out every single receipt and every payment, every single thing. But I know she's being set up for success.
Yeah.
And so I really want you to dial into that. And I know you talked about it already, but I really want you to dial into that. Why is that so important? And I want to just kind of put this out there as well, especially for young Black women entrepreneurs. Why is this so important? And I just want to add this. When you don't know something, it can possibly hurt you. So I want to step back, and I want you to talk about that a little bit, because I feel like this is so imperative that we hear this.
Yeah. So, even to mention my entrepreneur journey, I think we as the Black culture, and especially Black women, you're taught, go to school, get a degree. Those are the things that you need to do. So when it comes to starting a business, we never get the tools to say this is what you need to do. It's no blueprint out there that says this is how things should go. So with bookkeeping, what we try to do is give you a small blueprint, teaching you little things about business that you might not know already. One of the biggest things is, I feel like, as you're starting out as a new entrepreneur, you don't know to get a tax ID number. You don't know how to set up yourself as a LLC. You don't know how to get a business bank account. I've had a lot of people that I work with that were new, that were still using their personal accounts. So in our terms, it's called commingling, when you're mixing business and personal into the same account. So just educating on them on, hey, let's get you a tax ID number. Let's set you up as a LLC or get you a DBA. Go ahead and get you a business bank account so that you can have all of your business expenses going into one place. You don't have to worry about if you're still working a job and your paychecks coming in and you're mixing your business income with your job income. So it's a lot of things that I get to teach my business owners, especially the new ones, that I don't think we've learned in school, and it's something that we should be learning. One of the things I love now, the school my daughter's going to, they on their half a days they get to do seminars, and some of the seminars teach them about money, and I wish that was something that I had when I was growing up, because it just gives you the opportunity to learn things that will make you a successful business owner.
So many good nuggets you dropped in there. So many. I told you I knew it was gonna be this was gonna be good. I absolutely knew it. I could feel it. I could feel it. I could absolutely feel it. So, LaShonda, one of the things that you talked about was really educating your clients on the do's and don'ts, the proper way of doing things. How has that resonated with your former or current clients? Did you see that that was something that absolutely needed to be done, or was it just something that you said, you know what, I'm just going to do this? And the reason why I'm asking this is because I want to know, are we, as women entrepreneurs, are we being educated prior to, or is it just kind of like along the way? I have a feeling I know what the answer is going to be.
Yeah, it's for sure along the way. I don't think any of us have had the opportunity to kind of learn what entrepreneurship is up front, which is one of the things, like, I always pride myself in breaking generational curses. So with my kids being able to see me go through the entrepreneurial journey, I can answer their questions. Like, my daughter sold jewelry at one point. My son's only 6, but he's already talking about he wants to be a YouTuber and do all of these things. So they get to see it up front. And I think even with my mom, now I can talk to her about a lot of the stuff that I'm going through, but because her generation wasn't focused on having their own businesses, she doesn't understand it. So I have to find other entrepreneurs in my field to just kind of grow and learn different things from. So we kind of plug ideas off of each other. I'm very fortunate to be in a friend group of people who have non-for-profits and businesses that they've started on their own. My husband has his own cleaning business, so we of course have to piggyback and learn off of each other. So that is what I love. I love that although we, didn't get a head start on the entrepreneurial journey, we are learning along the way so that we can kind of pass those nuggets on to the people behind us.
I love that. And just to kind of point out, you have your bookkeeping business, and then your husband has a cleaning business. And so you're really showing your children this entrepreneurial lifestyle. At this point, it's a lifestyle for you
Yeah.
all. It's not just, this is not a let me just see, let me throw it up against the wall and see what sticks. But this is an entrepreneurial lifestyle. So the fact that your son is saying at 6 years old, I want to be a YouTuber, listen, get him started next week,
Yeah.
because it is absolutely, I've seen young children who are doing that, and they are now bringing in so much money that they've set themselves up for potentially for the rest of their life to be in a space of having financial wealth.
Yes.
And so I love also that you're teaching your children, you're actually building on this legacy with them, and so I am really big on building legacy, leaving legacy.
Yes.
And the fact that you're building it with them, they're able to see it and take part in it, is really, really dynamic. And I want to applaud you for that, because we've got to change the narrative for so many different things at this point. And so I'd love for you to just really give us first tell us how we can get in touch with you. And then tell us what it looks like when we get in touch with you. Is there some type of assessment on your website? Is there an evaluation? What happens when we reach out to you? And what's the name of your business?
Yes, so it's Bookcity LLC is the name of my business, and you can reach us through our website. So it's www.bookcitybookkeeping.com. So on there, you'll find our phone number. You can give us a call, and there's also a form on the website where you can schedule a free consultation. So I always like to start just with a meeting. We'll meet 15 to 30 minutes, kind of discuss where you are in business, what you're looking for, and then we'll just kind of, a get to know each other type of thing. And then after that, I'll put together a proposal based off of what we spoke about, and you can sign up for us. And then when you sign up, we'll have onboarding, we'll get everything kicked off. You will add me on as an accountant user for whatever software that you're using for your bookkeeping. And if you don't have software, we'll help you set that up as well. So don't fear. I've had a lot of people that were still using an Excel spreadsheet. So we'll definitely get you set up on something that's best for you and your business. And then we'll get everything started. So we'll start organizing. We usually start with the bookkeeping cleanup. And then from there, we can go on to monthly services. So whatever works best for you and your business, we'll be happy to help you with.
Awesome. Now, let me ask you a question that I'm sure some people are wondering. If someone has been in business, say 4 or 5 years, and they know they've not done a good job with their bookkeeping, is that a deterrent? Should there be self judgment? Should they be self convicting when it comes to that?
No, my thing is you can't do what you don't know. So don't be discouraged if you were only taught to keep receipts in a shoebox. I've had people who were doing it that way. We're going to go on an educational path. I'm very open to answer any questions that you have about bookkeeping, about the services. I don't do taxes myself, but I am connected to a lot of people in the tax community, so I can hand you over to people that can help you with taxes, help you with tax planning, a lot of those things. So don't fear, like, don't look at anything and feel like, oh my God, she's going to think this, she's going to think that. I've seen it all, and I understand that it's a journey and we're going to get to the end of the road together.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So it sounds like, LaShonda, you have a very fluid success path for your clients. So when you are working with them, you're able to then say, okay, your next step, which is beyond me, is to now see this tax preparer or whomever they may be. And so I really love that you have that solution for them, because what I believe is that we as entrepreneurs need to know what is the step before and what is the step after,
Yes.
so that we can then, as you said, hand them off to the next person. Because how can we provide a well-rounded solution if we don't have a well-rounded hub for those people? So really great job in that. I absolutely love that. Tell us one more time how we can find you.
Yes, the best way to reach us is through our website. It's www.bookcitybookkeeping.com. Phone numbers on there. Our social media links are on there. We have a lot of great resources on there as well for business owners.
I love it. And LaShonda, do you have any last words of wisdom or insight for the listeners?
Yeah, I just want to say, as an entrepreneur, it gets hard. I feel like a lot of people start this journey and we might see other people that are in different places. And because it seems like it's not that easy for us, we want to give up. But I want to say, just keep pushing on, because there are going to be hard times. There are going to be times where you want to quit, but just keep pushing forward. If this is your dream, go for it.
I love that. And is there anything that you wanted to talk about today that maybe we hadn't talked about? Something that's burning in your heart that, listen, Karena, I want to get this out to the ladies.
No, I mean, no, just kind of what I said. Just keep going. I have some friends, that are in entrepreneurship, and things just aren't going the way that they're going, and they might see other people who are at different places, but you don't know their story. So always, ask questions of the people around you. Don't be afraid to say, how did you get here? Like, what did you go through? And then for the person on the other end, be honest with them. Like, nobody wants to hear the fairy tale story. I want to hear the nitty gritty, the good times, the bad, just, because you never know what's going to motivate the next person.
I love it. See, I knew there was that one last question that I needed to ask. I could feel it, that there was something that needed to be said, something more. So, folks, this has been another great episode of Go Be Great with Coach Karena. I am your host. I am your business strategist. I am the introverted ambition bully. And we have had on the show today, LaShonde McCrary. Thank you so much, LaShonda, for stopping by the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. So, folks, we will see you all on the flip side.